Yeah, guys. I am back. I am back. Today I'm going to talk about the transformation that I'm planning to do with myself. You know, on 20th September this year, I turned 55, and there are so many things that I observed. To be 55 is not an easy thing, and I thank God for taking care of me and to make me experience this life and to be 55. But my goal is to be more than 55, to reach up to 80. I want to be still active at the age of 80. But how is that going to happen? A few years ago when I was young, I used to exercise. I used to build myself muscles and put myself in shape. But suddenly I just stopped doing that and lost it all. My stomach has grown so big. I can take off my top so that you can see how I'm looking today. I've got one pack. So you can just see one pack. It's not good for somebody who's 55 years of age to have one pack. If I stand here, I can give you the side view. You can see that there's a pot belly because one pack cannot have. So if I want to look sexy, I can pull myself like this, but I'm cheating myself. So I need to get rid of this because the first thing that happens is the fat in your body starts going to this position. Right. So I'm going to take some pictures. The before and after pictures to be showing you how I'm going to be transforming my body. So in the next 3 months, how will I be looking like? Will I be able to wear this t-shirt? You know? So when I was younger, I used to be able to formulate programs that helped me to build my muscles. I had good muscles. Oh, I never showed you. Let me show you this. One of my best part of my body where I used to, used to build my body to look nice, we used to call it symmetry, was the V shape that I used to have. So if I make a pose like this, I used to have those lats here, they used to come and become wider. I'm sure they're still there, you can see them, but they become even much wider. Then I used to have that nice shoulders, and also my neck used to grow very big, and my chest and stuff like that. So, and also I used to have a nice six-pack over here. So I want to get it back, because if I do that, it's going to help me to live longer, because I'll be living healthily. So I also have to monitor what I'm eating to build the muscles. I don't want to go to the gym. I want to be doing it here. So I want to prove that you can do it from home and you can actually build yourself a good body. You can have basic equipment like the equipment that I have here. You can see I've got some weights. So what I did over the time that I was off, I moved myself from Facebook for 3 months. So I was away from Facebook for 3 months. And during that period is when I was thinking of this transformation and also building my equipment here. So I was building the dumbbell rack. I need to also build a bench, but I don't have money at the moment. So I'll be making makeshift benches using these things like this. So you'll be seeing me using something like this as a bench for me to be able to build my muscles, my chest. As time goes by, I'll be welding my benches for myself. I'll weld a squat rack. I'll weld, if I want to hang on something, I'll hang on this door here so that I can build my latissimus door size. So those people who understand building, you know what are the lats, you know what are the deltoids, Yeah, so there's the biceps and the triceps, and we'll be working on these forearms over here. So yeah, I'll do all those things, but I'll have to start it slowly because now at my age, you can't just pull yourself and put too much pressure on your body, because now I can start getting injured, because if I injure myself, it will take even longer for me to recover. But now being at 55, I sometimes when I walk up the stairs, I'm feeling pains in my body. When I wake up in the morning, I'm pains in my body. My joints also sometimes they're painful. So this is not good. It just shows me that slowly I'm going towards the retirement and the resting stage. But I can prolong that by working on my body. So I do understand. For those who are privileged living in those countries, before you start this thing, you go to a doctor and do all these things. But we don't have the privilege like you have. Like for myself, I haven't been in the hospital ever since I was born. And ever since I was born, I lied in the hospital maybe once when I got injured. Somebody hit me with a belt here when we were young fighting. That's when I lied in the hospital. But other than that, I've never been on a hospital bed. The last time I remember getting sick from malaria was when I was very young. So I've been healthy for the rest of my life. So when you are growing up in an environment like mine, your body adjusts because it knows that you don't have the privilege to see a doctor. So my body hasn't consumed any medication. In fact, even now when I feel a little bit pain in my stomach or whatever, I refuse to take medication. I self-medicate. So my body just fights it and then it recovers from myself. So I believe that I can be able to transform this body, and you can be the witness to that and see me transforming. The only challenge is for me to be able to stay focused and continue doing it without giving up along the way. It's very difficult because at my age, sometimes I just get very tired easily. So, but with your encouragement, leave a comment, tell me if you think it's possible to transform your body at the age of 50, 55. Do you think I'm too late? Do you think it's impossible? I can't do it. And you know what? You can also go through this journey with me. So you can be doing the same exercises that I'm doing. You can do the same, take pictures, and you can also share with us to see how you're transforming yourself. So you can WhatsApp me your pictures so that I can see. I'll put my WhatsApp contacts at the bottom so that we can do these things together. Or otherwise, you can just take your family and sit down, eat popcorn, watch me do this thing, and watch me transform myself. So I believe I can do it because sometimes, we doubt ourselves, but I believe I can do it because there's so many things that I've promised myself that I'll do it, and I've managed to do it. I'm a guy who quit his job, a nice job, to leave South Africa to come to Malawi to start a business without even knowing whether it's going to work or not. Not many people can do that, somebody who's got a family and then you quit your job. I have done those kind of things, and it's not only one time that I did that, to quit my jobs and try something new. So why would this thing be so difficult for me? All right, so here we are. We have these weights. These are the weights. Okay, they're not properly balanced, but I just want to show you. I've got these dumbbells, so I can actually split them. I still got more weights that I have at the back. I have the barbell over here. Look at me now. You see that? I've got barbell. So these are the type of weights that I'm going to start with. You start very slow. Don't push yourself so hard. When I'm doing the shoulder presses. So yeah, we're going to be doing these things, and you can see that the way I'm doing it, I'm sure you can see that this guy, he has done this thing before. And when you do these things, I'm going to explain to you, you have to do the reps right, and also your breathing has to be right. It's like, for instance, when you're pushing the weight, you breathe out. When you're pulling the weight, you breathe in. So for example, if I want to pull down, you breathe in, you breathe out. The same when you're doing the barbell curls, you do the same. When you're pulling, you breathe out. When you when you're pushing or pulling, you breathe out. Then you breathe in. So you're almost doing like the opposite, because some people, they go like this. It's wrong. But also you don't have to be moving your body up there, just move your hands. So always remember. So if you're doing your press, as you're pushing up, you're breathing out. It's very difficult to do it when you're learning, but once you get used to it, it becomes like normal breathing. So yeah, when you go like that, yeah, so it looks like I'm going to be able to do it because my body, as I'm doing this, my body is, I can feel the blood rushing, my muscles are remembering that we used to do this kind of exercise. Where was this guy? We've been waiting for this, something like that. So I am inspired, guys. Let's do it.